people of the internet, I am Lucha Man, and welcome to Lucha Man Reviews. On today's episode, I am happy to be reviewing Unicorn: Warriors Eternal, the latest masterpiece from the animation legend himself, Genndy Tartakovsky. Now, if you don't recognize the name of the man, you may recognize the name of some of... This list includes but is not limited to the following works that he has done. Hotel Transylvania, Primal, Star Wars: The Clone Wars, the 2D animated series, Sym-Bionic Titan, Dexter's Laboratory, and Samurai Jack, just to name a few. Alright, so this series was announced a good while ago, and I was like super looking forward to it, and I'm glad I got to see it. So we're about 5 episodes in at this point. You have to probably have like Adult Swim or some streaming service to be able to catch up now. But yeah, I've been watching this series and I am super hooked. So what is Unicorn Warriors Eternal? Well, it all starts with the first episode, as it usually does with shows. We see a group of heroes fight against some kind of evil entity. The warriors include Melinda, a sorceress who has seems to have like black energy magic powers. I'm getting kind of a Raven vibe off of her. There's Edred. He is a warrior elf, like Legolas, only instead of archer class, knight class, magic sword, and blue skin tone. And there is Sen, the monk. I think it's... Did I pronounce that right? Sen the monk, who I guess would be this universe's equivalent of Dr. Manhattan. So the three of them, after defeating the evil, they are then visited by the legendary Merlin himself. And he brings along a robot from the future, a steam-powered mechanical man by the name of Copernicus. It's a robot. And so Copernicus, he says, is there to help them. It'll reawake their spirits every time in their never-ending battle against evil. So basically, they are going to be it's going to be like Avatar of sorts, with them involved in the endless waltz: war, peace, repeat, repeat, war, peace, repeat. And the only way they can do this is because they actually get a blessing. They get the blessing from the magic realm itself, an actual unicorn. So then we see. Now I'm trying to figure out if this series is going to be like an anthology, like are we going to see every iteration of the unicorn team, or if it's just going to be this group that we're focusing on for this season. Because during the opening we see like them in different locations, visiting different parts of the world. Like we see the Vikings, we see medieval knights, we see cowboys, and so Unicorn Warriors Eternal for this instance. This awakening takes place in London of 1890. The theme of the show is steampunk, because we have people flying around in flying machines, steam-powered cars, steam-powered robots, and of course the fancy attire. And now for this, it seems that Copernicus has awoken, but this time the question is, did Copernicus make a mistake or malfunction? Or is there some other factor? Because of the 3 souls that he had to reawaken, only one of them seems to, have their act together. Edred, the elf, is awakened from a street magician by the name of Dimitri Dynamo, and seems to be adapting fairly well. Seng was awoken inside of an orphan named Alfie, who is having trouble connecting and balancing between what they can see in the cosmic realm to the real world. And Melinda is awoken inside of a woman by the name of Emma Fairfax. And of course it happens on the day of her wedding to her childhood friend, Winston. And so far it seems like they're having a little trouble getting the hang of, the whole superhero thing. So like I said, I'm trying to figure out if this is an ongoing thing. Will the other seasons be like, are we going to get a second? How many seasons of this is there going to be? Is it going to be focusing on the 4 currently and seeing how they go from rough trainees to the superheroes? Or are we going to see like an anthology series, like the Infinity Train, where we get to see the other incarcerations awoken and see how well they do, or their trials, their tribulations, their failures, and their successes. The animation is really good. It's of course, it is not the Samurai Jack no black border thing, so it is standard animation. It definitely gives me the vibe of Sym-Bionic Titan, only the technology is somewhat different, and a mix of Primal and Samurai Jack. The voice work is very good. I like how all the characters sound, and I like all the sound effects. I'm trying to figure out if well, some stuff I'm having a little trouble hearing because I can't tell if it's my TV or if it's the way the show is. So, but the audio work from the vocal cast is very good. Visuals are very well done. I am thoroughly enjoying the show. Like, if it wasn't Genndy Tartakovsky's name attached to it, I still think I would have enjoyed it. But the fact that his name is on there, it helps me further enjoy it. It's interesting. Leading up to this show, they actually interviewed him about some of his previous works. So hopefully, yeah, some stuff he enjoyed, some stuff he didn't, and hopefully this will help us cook the fires, stoke the embers. We'll get another we'll get the rest of Sym-Bionic Titan, because that ended on the ultimate cliffhanger, and it's like, oh come on, we need more of this. But yeah, Unicorn Warriors Eternal is a great series. If you get a chance to find some way to watch the whole thing, I highly recommend you do. And if you're here from the first episode, from the get-go, you know it's good. The visuals for the characters are great. The landscapes are great. It's interesting how the story is building up because, like I said, it's like steampunk Avatar of sorts. I am thoroughly enjoying this, and I highly recommend you do. That's why I give Unicorn Warriors Eternal a solid 10 out of 10. Yeah, so check it out, and like I said, if you've seen his other works, then you know how good this is. If you haven't, check them out. Genndy Tartakovsky knows what he is doing. And it shows, once again, in this series. I think it was last year or maybe 2 years ago I first saw them announce this project, and I was like, oh yes, I am so here for this. I so want to see this. Well, that's all the time we have for this episode. Thank you for watching. Until next time, this has been Lucha Man for Lucha Man Reviews, saying thank you for watching, and as always, have a nice day.